Hello students, myself Shipra Hada from Shiv Jyoti Educational Group Kota. I hope you all are doing well at your home. Students, today we are going to start revision of chapter 1, that is numbers beyond 9999, and chapter 2, that is Roman numerals. So in chapter 1 we will be covering number system, expanded form, short form, face values, place values, comparison of numbers, round off. So in this chapter, Roman numerals, we will be covering these topics. So we are starting from number system. To read and write any number, we have to understand this number system. According to number system, according to Indian number system, first will come ones, then tens, then hundreds, then thousands, then 10,000s, then lakhs, and then 10 lakhs. Students, open page number 2 in your book. First will come ones, then tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, lakhs, and 10 lakhs. Suppose we are taking a number. So according to this number, whenever we are arranging the numbers, we will start from this side. We have to start from right side. So first digit will come at ones place, that is 8, and the next digit 4, it will come at tens place 4, and the next digit will come at hundreds place, that is 3. Understood students? Then next digit will come at thousands place, that is 2, and the next digit will come at 10,000s place, that is 4, and then this digit will come at lakhs place, that is 7. Understood students? So we will divide these numbers according to group. The first group is ones, and the next group is thousands, and this group is lakhs. Understood students? Now how we will read this number? We will read this number like 7,42,348. Understood students? So in this way you can take any number and you can write it according to Indian number system. Next we are taking international number system. So according to international number system, first will come ones, then tens, then hundreds, then thousands, then 10,000s. Understood? After 10,000, according to international number system, 100,000s will come. What will come? 100,000s. And after 100,000 will come millions. After million, 10 million, and after 10 millions, 100 millions will come. Understood? So we'll divide these groups like ones, then thousands, and then millions. Understood students? First will come ones, tens, hundreds, thousand, 10,000. After 10,000 will come 100,000, then million, 10 millions, 100 millions. Understood? Now we are taking an example. So according to international number system, first digit will come at ones place 8, next digit will come at tens place, next digit will come at hundreds place, then we'll put a comma, then next digit will come thousands place, then 10,000s place, then 100,000s place, then comma, then 7 will come at millions place. Understood? Now how we will read this number? 7,234,000. 234,000. Understood? Then 348. So the number is 7,234,348. Understood, students? So now we'll take the next topic. And the next topic is face value and place value on page number 3. The next topic is face value and place value. So how can we find the face value and place value of a number? To find face value, first I am taking a number according to Indian number system. I have taken a number. The number is 2,48,568. Now according to this number, the face value of 8 is 8. What is the face value of a digit? The face value of a digit itself. जो digit है वही उसकी face value होगी. It means the face value of 8 is 8. The face value of 6 is 6. The face value of 5 is 5 itself. The face value of 8 is 8 and the face value of 4 is 4 and the face value of 2 is 2, the number itself. Understood, students? But how can we find the place values? Now to find the place values, we have to observe the position of a digit. कौन सी position पर आपका digit जो है वो आ रहा है? अब देखो, the first digit is coming at ones place, so the place value of 8 is 8 ones. Understood? Because it is coming at ones place. The place value of 6 is 6 tens, because this digit is coming at tens place. The place value of 5 is 5 hundredths. Place value of 8 is 8 thousandths and the place value of 4 is 4 10,000ths, because this 4 is coming at 10,000ths place, and the place value of 2 is 2 lakhs. Understood, students? So these are the place values of this number. The place value of 8 ones, then 6 tens, 5 hundredths, 8 thousandths, 4 10,000ths and 2 lakhs. Understood, students? So in this way you can find the place values and face values. Yes, students, now open page number 7. We are taking exercise 1.1. Exercise 1.1. Look at the third question, question number 3. In question number 3, what is given? Write the number names in the Indian number system. So I have told you the Indian number system. Now we will write the number names. A part of this question. So look here, students, as we can see, the first digit will come at ones place, then tens place, hundreds place, thousands place and 10,000s place. So how we will read this number? We will read this number like 14,269. How can we write this number? 14,269. Understood, students? Now we will take question number 4 of exercise 1.1. Question number 4. Look at the A part, students. Now we have to write the number names in the international number system, and as we know, ones, then tens, then thousands, then 10,000s, 1000 and then 10 thousands. So how we will read this number? We will read this number like 27,430. Understood, students? We are taking next example. And the next part is B part. Yes. So according to international number system, first will come ones, tens, hundreds, thousand, 10,000 and then 100,000. So how will read this number? 900, 16,000, 700, 52. Understood, students? So in this way you can write the number names according to international number system and according to Indian number system. Now we'll see question number 5. In question number 5 we have to find the place values of digits. Question number 5. Look at the A part, and the A part is 6,53,127. We have to find the place value of 5. What we have to do? We have to find the place value of 5. And as I have told you, the place value of any digit will be the position of this digit. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousand, 10,000. So the place value of 5 is 5, 10, thousands. Understood? And we can put, we are having 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 digits after 5. So we can put 40 and we can write like this also 50,000. Understood? The place value of 5 is 5, 10, thousands. So in this way you can find the place value of any digit. Now the next question is question number 7. Group the numbers by putting commas as per the international number system. So the number is, we are taking B part. So according to international number system we have to put the commas. Ones, tens, hundreds, comma, then 1,000, 10,000, 100,000. So in this way you can put the commas according to international number system. Now we'll see the topic standard form and expanded form. Standard form and expanded form. We take a number. So the number is 24,349. This is the standard form of this number and we can say short form of this number. Now this number we have to convert this number into expanded form. Understood? So first of all 9 is coming ones place, 4 is coming at tens place, 3 is coming at hundreds place, 4 is coming at thousands place and 2 is coming at 10,000s place. So how can we convert this in expanded form? After 2 we can see 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 digits. So we have to put 40. And this we have written the place value of 2. Understood? Now we'll write the place value of 4, that is 4,000, and we can see after 4 1, 2, 3, now 3 digits. So we can put 30. Now we'll take 3. After 3 we see 2 digits 1, 2. So we can put 20 and the place value of 3 is 300. So we have written 300. The place value of 4 is 4 tens, 40 I have written, and the place value of 9 is 9 ones. So I have written 9 only because we cannot see any digit after 9. So in this way you can convert standard form to expanded form and expanded form to standard form. कैसे convert करेंगे हम इसे? First of all 2 is coming at 10 thousands place, thousands, hundreds, tens, ones. 2 is coming at 10 thousands place, so I have written 2. 4 is coming at thousands place, so on thousands place I have written 4. Now 3 is coming at hundreds place, so I have written 3 here. 4 is coming at tens place, so 4, and 9 is coming on ones place, so I have written 9. So again I have converted to short form. So in this way you can convert expanded form to short form and short form to expanded form. Understood, students? Now we'll see the next topic. And the next topic is comparison of numbers on page number 9. On page number 9 we see comparison of numbers. So how can we compare the numbers? Suppose we are taking 249, which is 3-digit number, and the next number we are taking 1439. This is 4-digit number. So obviously students, 4-digit number will be more than the 3-digit number. जिस भी नंबर में डिजिट ज़्यादा होंगी वो नंबर पहले वाले नंबर से बड़ा होगा. We see 4 digits here and we see 3 digits here. It means this number will be greater than this number. Understood? But if we see same number of digits, suppose the first number is 1249 and the next number is 1439. We see same number of digits in both of the numbers. So now we have to compare from this side. It means from the left side. So first we'll see 1, here also 1, same. Next we'll compare the next digit, and the next digit is 2, and here the next digit is 4, and 4 is greater than 2. So this number is greater than this number. So in this way students you can compare the numbers. Now the next topic is predecessor and successor on page number 10. On page number 10 the next topic is predecessor and successor. Now how can we find predecessor of any number and successor of any number? We take a number 1238. What is the number? 1238. This is the given number and we have to find the predecessor. So students, predecessor means pehle wala number and successor means baad wala number. To find the predecessor of any number we have to do -1 from the given number, and to find the successor of any number will do +1 to the given number. And what is the given number? The given number is 1238. So now we'll do -1 and we get 1237. So by doing -1 we get this number, that is predecessor of the given number. Understood students? And now we are finding successor of this number. To find the successor we have done +1 and the successor will be 1239. Understood students? So this is the successor of the given number and this is the predecessor of the given number. To find the predecessor we'll do -1 and to find the successor we'll do +1. Understood students? So now we'll start exercise 1.2. Exercise 1.2. Look at the first question students. Question number 1 is write in the expanded form. Look at the B part. 63,907. This is the standard form and we are converting this standard form to expanded form. As I have told you, how can you convert in expanded form? First we'll see this 6. 6 is coming at 10 thousands place. So 6 10 thousands, and After 6 we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 digits. So we can put 40. Understood students? Now we'll observe this 3, and 3 is coming at thousands place. So the place value of this 3 is 3000, and after 3 we see 1, 2, 3, 3 digits. So we'll put 1, 2, 3, 30. Understood students? Now place value of 9. After 9 we see 2 digits. So we'll put 20, and 9 is coming at hundreds place. So the place value of 9 is 900, and the place value of 0 is 0 tens, and after 0 we see only one digit. We can write 0 0, but if we are writing 0 0 0 or only single 0, the value will be 0 as it is. So we can write 0 only. Understood students? And place value of this 7 is 7 ones. So we'll write 7. So in this way you can convert standard form to expanded form. Understood? Now expanded form to standard form, how can we convert? First of all 7. After 7 we cannot see any digit, so 7 will come at ones place. Then the next is 0. 0 will come here. Then we'll see 900. It means 9 is coming at hundreds place. So I have written 9 here. It is coming at hundreds place, comma. Now we'll see this 3. This is 3000, and it means 3 is coming at thousands place. So we'll write 3 here. Now it is coming at thousands place. And this is 60,000. It means this 6 is coming at 10,000s place. So I have written 6 here. So in this way again you can convert expanded form to standard form. Understood students? Now we'll see the next question, and the next question is, look at the third question, question number 3. Put the correct sign. It means we have to compare the numbers. We are taking B part, and the B part is 69,410, and the next number is 69,342. Now in both of the numbers, number of digits are same. So first of all, as I have told you, we have to compare from the left side. 6 here, 6 here, same. Then 9, both are also same. Then 4, and here we can see 3. And we know 4 is more than 3. It means this number will be greater than this number. Understood students? So in this way you can compare the numbers. Now we are coming to the next topic, that is juggling. That is juggling with numbers. So how can we do this? Suppose we are having digits 8, 7, 5, 3, 9. By using these digits we have to find and we have to write the greatest 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 digit number. What we have to do? We have to form greatest 5 digit number. So how can we form the greatest 5 digit number by using these digits? First of all, we have to write the greatest number among these digits. What is the greatest number? 8, 7, 5, 3, 9. So we see 9 is the greatest number. So first will come 9. After 9 we see 8. Then we'll write 8. Then after 8 what will come? 7. Then after 7, 5. And 3 is the smallest number and this number will come at the last. So in this way you can form the greatest 5 digit number, and the number is 98,753. Understood students? Now smallest 5 digit number by using these digits. To form the smallest 5 digit number, first we'll write the smallest digit. And what is the smallest digit here? 3 is the smallest digit. So 3 will come first. then after 3, 5 will come, then 7, then 8, and in the end the greatest digit will come, that is 9. So the smallest 5-digit number is 35,789. So in this way, by using the digits, you can form greatest number and smallest number. Now we'll see rounding off numbers. How can we round off the numbers? So we take a number 6,235. What is the number? The number is 6,235 and we have to round it off to the nearest 10. So first of all you have to see the 0. How many zeros are here? There is only one 0. It means we have to observe only one last digit. So we have to observe this digit, that is 5. If we see the digit 5 or more than 5, it means we have to increase this number and this number will be 0. And if we see the digits less than 4, it means we have to make it 0 and will not increase this number. Understood, students? So we can see the digit is 5. So 5 hai, it means we have to increase this number, we have to do this number plus 1. So 3 will be 4 and 5 will be 0. So in this way you can do round it off to the nearest 10. Suppose now we are doing to the nearest 100. So now we have to observe number of 0. How many number of zeros are here? We can see 2 0. It means we have to observe last 2 digits. Why we are observing last 2 digits? Because we are having 2 0. So we are observing 2 digits, that is 35. Now 35 is less than 50 and whenever we are doing to the nearest 100 we have to compare 50 and we are having less than 50. It means we will not increase this number and this number will be 2 as it is and we have to make these numbers 0. And the answer is 6,200. So in this way you can find round it off any number. Now we'll see exercise 1.3. Exercise 1.3, look at the first question, A part. In question number 1, what is given? Write the smallest and the greatest 5-digit numbers formed using the given digits. Now we see 7, 4, 3, 1, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 digits is given here. Now we have to find the greatest 5-digit number and smallest 5-digit number. As I have told you, to find the greatest 5-digit number, first will come the greatest digit 8, then 7, then 4, 3, 1. So the greatest 5-digit number 87,431 and the smallest 5-digit number, first we'll take the smallest digit, that is 1. After 1, 3, then 4, 7, 8 and the smallest number is, smallest 5-digit number is 13,478. Understood? Now see the next question. So now students, we are taking a question number 3 on page number 13. Question number 3 on page number 13. In question number 3, what is given? Round off the given numbers to the nearest 10. So we take a number, A part 547 and we have to do nearest 10. As I have told you, to do the nearest 10, we have to see the 0 given here. We see only one 0, it means we have to observe the last one digit and this digit is more than 5. It means we have to increase this number, we have to do plus 1 in this number and this number will be 5 and we have to make it 0. So answer is 550. So in this way you can round off the numbers. Now we are moving to the next chapter, and the chapter is Roman numerals. Chapter 2, Roman numerals. So students, open page number 17, and on page number 17, first I am telling you what are the Roman numbers. We use 7 letters of alphabet by forming the Roman numbers. First we'll take I, then V, then X, then L, this is L, then we'll take C, then D, and then M. Understood? Now the value of I is 1. What is the value of this I? The value of this I is 1. The value of V is 5. The value of X is 10. The value of L is 50. C means 100. D means 500. The value of M is 1000. Understood, students? So whenever we have to write 1 in Roman, we'll write I. Suppose we have to write 2. क्या लिखना है हमें? हमें 2 लिखना है. So how can we convert this 2 in Roman numerals? To write 2, we can write it like 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1 is 2, and 1 means I, and it means we have to take one more I, and that will be 2. Understood? Now suppose we are writing 3. So how can we write 3? We can write it like 1 plus 1 plus 1, that will be 3, and I plus I plus I. So in this way we can write 3 in Roman numerals. Now suppose we are going to write 4. So how can we write this number 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Is this correct? No. To write 4, we have to do 5 minus 1. Why we are doing 5 minus 1? Why we are not doing 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1? Because we cannot repeat these symbols more than 3 times. इन्हें 3 times से ज़्यादा हम repeat नहीं कर सकते. I have repeated I 3 times here. I. But I cannot repeat it one more time. I cannot write 4 like this. This is not the correct. So to write 4, what we have to do? We have to write 5 minus 1. Now whenever you are doing minus 1, the symbol will come this side. It means at the left side. 5 means V. Now I have to do minus 1, and 1 means I. So I will write I this side, left side of the 5. Why I am writing left side? Because the left side means I am doing minus, I am doing subtraction. Understood, students? Suppose I am writing 6. So how can I write 6? To write this 6, I have to do 5 plus 1. 5 means V and plus 1. Now I am doing plus 1. To do plus 1, we have to take symbol right side. Understood, students? Now suppose we are going to write 11. Now 11 means 10 plus 1. As I have told you, plus 1 we are doing. So 10 x and 1 plus कर रहे हैं तो 1 इस साइड आ जाएगा. But suppose we are writing 9. 9 हम लिख रहे हैं तो 9 कैसे लिखोगे? 10 and minus 1. We are doing 10 minus 1. So I will come this side, and this is the symbol of 9. Understood? Now suppose we are writing 49. How can we write 49? To write this 49, we can do 50 minus 1. And how can we write 50? This is the symbol of 50, and we are doing minus 1. So here we'll write I. Is it correct? Can you write like this? Now open page number 20, open page number 20, look at the B part of question number 1. B part of question number 1. Students, according to B part, we cannot write 49 like this. To write this 49, what we have to do? We have to do 40 plus 9. What I have to do? We have to do 40 plus 9. 40 means 40 will be 50 minus 10, then plus 9. And how can we write 50? To write this 50, I have to write XL. It means L means 50 and I have subtracted 10 from L. It means that will be 40. 9 को लिखने के लिए हम क्या करेंगे? As we have done earlier also, this is 9. So in this way you can write 49. Understood, students? Suppose we are writing 30. So how can write it? Triple X. But suppose I am writing 40. To write this 40, we cannot write like this. This is the wrong answer. We have to do 50 minus 10, that will be XL. Understood? So now look at the question number 2. And question number 2 is A part XIV. We have to convert Roman numerals to Hindu-Arabic numbers. As we can see, X means 10. This side means हमें इसे plus करना है and we know this is the symbol of 4. So the answer will be 14. Understood, students? We are taking one more question from question 3. Question 3, look at the G part. And the G part is XL minus XIX. Students, XL, as I have told you, XL means 40. It means 50 minus 10. Now XIX, what is the meaning of this X? X means 10 and IX means 9. So 10 plus 9 will be means 19. It means we have to do 40 minus 19. And 40 minus 19, 10 minus 9 will be 1. This will be 3. 3 minus 1, 2. Now we have to convert this 21 into Roman numerals. 21 means 20 plus 1. And how can we write this 20? 2 times X and we are doing plus 1. So I will write I this side. Understood, students? So now we are taking question number 5. Question number 5 is put the correct sign. It means we have to compare the numbers. We see A part. 46 here and here XXV. So what is the meaning of X? 10. Again 10, it means 20 plus 5. This side V is coming, it means we have to do plus 5. So 20 plus 5 will be 25. And this is 46. Obviously 46 is greater than 25. So in this way you can compare the numbers, you can convert the numbers Roman to Hindu-Arabic and Hindu-Arabic to Roman numbers. Understood, students? I hope you understood it well. Thank you.